Okay, so the railing that we did and all the windows and the doors had some time to dry. So that's on there nice and solid. So we're ready to put on more stuff. And in a little drawing that I had done, kind of shows the basic structure of the area. So there are a couple of, I don't know if they're generators or winches that are going to go on either side of the wheelhouse. Of course, we've already got the raft there. And then the top, we're going to have a railing that's going to go around, but we also have to put a radar dish, and there are structures on either side. I'm not sure what they are yet, and there's two in the front. So, when it comes to the pieces, we had gotten the 1/400 scale, and I think these are going to look perfect as the generators or the winches, but I'm going to have to cut them. You'll see them a little bit better when I get them off of the tree. So let's go ahead and we're going to cut these off and make sure that these don't go flying. Let's do it that way. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. I know it's really small. But what I want to do is I want to make this a generator or a winch. So this is the perfect shape, but it's got that extra. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this part off. And I think that's going to look really good. Let's do the same thing for this one. Yeah. That's going to be perfect to go on the sides where the raft is. Okay, that's all set. When it comes to the radar, I'm thinking the battleship might have the perfect setup to put a radar or build a radar. I also have the photo etch that I want to show you guys, and this one is for the 1/400 Titanic. And we could always make our own. Let's take a look, because I got this mainly because I wanted the steps that are going to go up behind the bow section. Make sure the generators don't get lost. All right. So we got some more railing. Looks like this one is mostly railing. Looks like we got a couple of collapsible lifeboats. And you can see the conning tower. I'm sorry, the compass platform. I'm thinking battleship, that's why. But these are what I had wanted it for. We have the staircases, and I think those are going to be perfect for the areas that we need. Because they have the larger ones and the smaller ones. Let's see, they also have, looks like the davits. You can see the skylights for the first class lounge. Not lounge, the staircase, the grand staircase. See, these pieces here could be interesting to use as on the radar. The way the Fitzgerald's radar is, you have the structure and then it's got like the flat bar that kind of rotates. With this we have more doors. Okay. I also got this because I wanted to use this to make the crane that's going to go for the cargo hatches. Alright, so let's put these aside for a moment. Let's take a look at the other one, see if we can use anything from the other one. Alright, again, this is for the life preservers. Yeah. Not too much we can use. I was thinking of using these as the generators. Alright, let's put on the stuff right now. So let me put my light on. And we got the generators that are going to go in place. You know what? I think I need to trim them down a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. All right, let's glue on the generators. So we're going to put the generators right here. All right, I'm going to make the block. I want the block facing on the of the glue. Just a little drop on either side. And I'll show it you guys in a minute. So that looks pretty good, and now we're going to do the same thing for the other side. We're going to reverse it. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see the generators or winches. I'm not quite sure what they are yet. Okay, now I think it's important we should check out what we're going to do for the radar. So they get some pretty cool stuff on here from the battleship. So let's do one first. So the Edmund Fitzgerald had what kind of resembled a bowsprit in the front, and this might work out perfectly, just to put it like that. So that's going to be really nice, so that's good. And see, this might work really well as the observation platform. And as the radar tower, let's see, that's about half as high as the platform. So we can do the platform. And where's that little piece that we were using for the radar tower? It's here. All right, you know what? I think, and I was telling you guys about the bowsprit, I think this might work fantastically. So let's put this on. Let's get this little extra piece off. Let's see, does it make a difference? Not really. All right, let that dry. So now, let's see, is the radar tower looks a little bit better. And what I had wanted to put on, we put a little piece on, but let's change focus our attention. So I don't know, I think this is for a gunner's platform, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it into the platform, the observation platform that's gonna go on the ship. I think that's like the perfect size. And that's going to go on right there. So what I'm doing now is we're putting on the little platform that you can go up and look around. And I'm thinking that what's around it, according to the pictures, it looks like there's a little bit of rigging. And a little bit, it looks like there's a couple of ladders. So we might use the photo etch ladders to run up the side. See how she's starting to take shape? So that's the little platform that's behind the radar. Let me make sure that the radar is ready to go. We got the girders, the winches, we have the radar, we have the platform, we have the bowsprit. That's starting to dry up nice. I think what we can do now is we can actually put on the railing. It's going to go around the platform. So where did I just put that? Because that likes to disappear. So we got the railing on the top, and I want to give that a little while to dry so we can manipulate the rest. That bowsprit's still giving me a hard time, so we want to get that just right, because when that glue dries, we're not going to be able to move it without breaking it. So that's looking pretty good. All right, so I think, why don't we start thinking about, while that's drying, we can put the doors on. All right, we got our couple of doors. So these are going to go on the back, on the bottom, on either side. On the inside, they're going to go inside of the staircases. So we're going to put a couple of drops of the glue. So they're going to go right about here. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see that. Now those are the doors, and on the outer sides we're going to have staircases. So that is when we're going to use the Titanic staircase. Because there are two sizes. See, this will be good to use for the crane. That's why I've gotten it. So here are the staircases. So let's take, we're going to cut a couple off. And one of them is going to be for, we might need, yeah, the larger one. So these are the larger one. So we're going to put the staircases in, and we're going to bend. I'm going to need the magnifying glass. We're going to bend the railings. I had gotten this bending tool from Paragraphics, and what this is, you can use a razor or a ruler to make the bends, but it might not be as precise. I'll show you guys the actual staircases. And the slant is going to go on the bottom side. So I want to make sure. So I'm going to put some glue on the bottom section. We'll do the bottom first, and then I'll glue the top, just when we can see where they're going to line up. See, now we have, everything will be set up where we're going to put in the next set of doors, because we're going to put the doors in at the top of the staircase. Alright, so the way the staircases are in, hopefully you guys can see that. What I want to do is I want to put a staircase, a door at the top. So let's get another door out. So I'm going to put a drop on the top of each staircase. And that's where the door is going to go. Hopefully you guys can see the staircase at the doorway at the top of the staircase. So what I want to do now is we're going to put a little bit of glue to solidify the steps at the bottom. And we'll let that dry. So let's see about, so the railing on the top is looking pretty good. So I'm thinking we can go ahead and put some more glue. And this is going to be for the railing around the platform. So I want to cut the railing right about here. All right, let's see. We got. So when it comes to the bow, we did the bowsprit. We got the radar on. We got the little platform. I just gotta we'll put some ladders on the platform. We got the generators. We got the lights, not the lights, but the doors on the back. And we have the leading up to the doors that go into this top deck just below the wheelhouse. When it comes to the wheelhouse, we put on the and this railing is going to be a pain. So let's take a look around the things that we did. We had put the generator in on the starboard side. We put the generator or winch on the port side, and that went right in between the raft. Coming around, you can see, hopefully you can see the radar tower that's in front with the little bar that spins around, and just after that is the observation platform. And it was a bugger trying to get the photo etch on, because I'm new to this, and that stuff is pretty tough to work with. We put the hand railing around the top of the wheelhouse. You can see the little bowsprit that's coming out that we had put on. Coming around to where the cargo hatches are, we have the doors that we put on the first level, and then we have the staircases, and the staircases actually lead up to other doors, so hopefully you guys can see that. So basically, the front of the ship, or the bow section, is all set. We're going to be able to prime it and paint it. So that's all done. So I think what we're going to do in the next section of the video is we're going to do the midship. We'll put on the railings. We're going to create the cargo hatch anchor. But for now, everything that we needed to do with the bow is pretty much done. I'm thinking there's a couple of more windows that we can put on the back, because there was actually the portholes on the sides, but we want to make her look as close to the original ship as possible. And incidentally, guys, I just want to clarify something. When it comes to the wheelhouse, now the Edmund Fitzgerald, the actual ship, had a section that kind of flared out on both sides, and it was almost like an entrance way to walk into the side of the wheelhouse. Unfortunately, with this size model, and because it was wood, I wasn't able to do that. But there was a flare that came out on either side on the actual ship. Like I said, I wanted to do it as close as I could with the scale that I'm working in. So I just wanted to clarify that. There are a couple of things that I just couldn't do because of the size of this model. But when it comes to the ship itself, I think the bow section is looking pretty good, and we'll be able to prime it and we can paint it. Like I said, we wanted to make it look as close as possible to the original thing. And you can see the deck on the top of the first deck house. There's actually like little shapes with a wall that's on there. I wasn't able to do that. I had to put the railing all the way around. But like I said, this is the scale that I'm working in. It makes it difficult to do a lot of the things. But Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this section of the video. We finished off the bow section, and in the next video we'll be doing all the midship detail. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the kind words. I'll talk to you guys again soon.